Hey guys, this is Tom from Numbers Game Lifestyle, and today we're going to be talking about performance anxiety. And what I mean about performance anxiety is you having difficulty getting it up when the need arises, okay? This is what happens to a lot of guys when they're very new to getting with women, getting laid a lot. They'll have a woman, in bed, and they'll be escalating, leading towards things heating up, and nothing's happening. They're so nervous that they can't be ready to perform. Let's just say that, okay? And the reason why this is happening is because their body is in, such fight or flight mode. They're like, oh crap, this is really happening. She's super hot. I don't want to mess this up. What if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? I better not screw this up. And all of their internal thoughts are constantly on not screwing up. And, oh no, I'm not even hard. It's all this worry and anxiousness that causes all their blood supply to go to their other organs. Let's say that, your heart, your lungs, your extremities to run, fight, or flight, right? It's not going, the blood isn't going where it needs to go in order for the fun to happen, okay? And that's exactly what happens. That is why you have performance anxiety, is because you get this fight or flight and your body's like, no, your blood's going to where it needs to go, into your muscles, ready to run really fast or fight somebody really hard. And it's going to divert all your blood flow into those in your muscles where you don't want it. You want it, between your legs. So how do you go about doing this? How do you go about calming yourself down so you're not anxious and the blood goes where it needs to go? And here's what I do. I never struggle with this because I put my focus, when a girl is in my bed, I put all of my focus on her. I don't think about myself, getting myself aroused or anything like that. I just worry about the girl and getting her aroused. Because here's what's going to happen. I'm not going to describe in detail about how I physically escalate. I'm going to give you a free downloadable, I'll email you my escalation guide that goes through step by step on how to get girls really aroused once they're back at your place, and ready for intimacy. Let's just say that. And it's very graphic, so I won't talk about it in a video. I'll put the link down and below and you can follow that link and I'll email you the escalation guide. Okay, but I'll just go through what I focus on. And what it does is completely eliminates your performance anxiety because you put all of your focus on the girl that you are with. You don't worry about yourself. Your goal is, I'm going to get this girl to orgasm. I'm going to get this girl to really enjoy herself. And as soon as you put that focus on that instead of yourself, immediately you're going to be relaxed, especially when you see this girl is getting super turned on. She's getting wet, she's moaning and all these sounds are coming out of her. That's going to immediately calm you down and be like, oh, okay, I got this one. Nothing's bad's going to happen. Look at how much she's enjoying this. And it immediately relaxes, takes all the pressure off because, this girl is in the bag. I can't blow this now, right? Your focus is on her. She's clearly moaning, groaning. She orgasms. And then you're like, whew, okay, pressure's off. As soon as you start hearing those sounds, I know for me, as soon as I start hearing a woman make all these kind of pleasurable noises, like she's having a real good time, the sounds that only women can make, it immediately, gets my attention, if you know what I mean. And it'll get your attention as well. And it'll take your blood supply and put it where it needs to go in order for you to both have a really good time. So instead of focusing on yourself and be like, oh man, I gotta make sure I'm hard. I gotta make sure I gotta somehow get myself aroused. All that worry is taking the blood supply away from where it needs to go. Focus on her, focusing on making her sound, her body's gonna, you know, do all kinds of crazy things. That's gonna ignite your body. It's gonna be like, oh, okay. Your body's gonna know, like, oh, like this is on. I'm ready for this. And immediately you'll stop worrying. You'll stop getting in fight or flight mode, and you'll start getting into like arousal mode. And then it's, yeah, you take it from there. Then you can do whatever you want. But the key is in how you escalate. And you escalate by focusing on her and getting her to have as good a time as possible. Because as soon as she has a good time and she's really enjoying herself, it's going to put all the pressure off. You're going to be able to relax and have a good time. And by the time you take your clothes off, you're going to be rock hard. You know, that's one of the things you want to kind of, you know, the first time the girl sees your dink, you want it to be as big and impressive as possible. And this does it because you focusing on her. And as soon as you start hearing those arousal, you know, noises coming from her, it's going to immediately like put you at attention. And then you're ready to take off all your clothes and have a good time, the both of you. So yes, this is how you eliminate performance anxiety. You focus on her and getting her super aroused even before you even worry about yourself, getting yourself aroused. And yes, I'm pretty sure with most guys, this is completely going to solve any kind of performance anxiety that you have. Because basically, like, I know for myself, the first time, couple of times I was nervous, and that was what was preventing me from, you know, being erect in the moment. It was just, I was putting too much pressure on myself. Like, oh, I better not screw this up. Oh, like, I don't want to mess this one up. She's so hot. No, you just focus it on her. And you get her, like, having a good time. And suddenly it's going to take off all the pressure. And you're going to be ready to perform like you should. Anyways, guys, that's the video. There's coaching links down below. Free escalation guide that I'll email you from the link down below. If you want to know how to escalate on women once they're back at your place to have the highest odds of success, of you and her both having a great time. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Thanks for watching.